This holiday season, I'm going to ask you not to love everyone. And I'm going to make a pretty compelling case and a strong case so you can consider for yourself and reason out for yourself, which is really important to reason out for yourself whether or not you buy into this idea of loving everyone. And I'm going to make a suggestion so you can appreciate what you could be doing otherwise than loving everyone. To be critically thinking is to be in philosophy. To be a philosopher is the art and science of critical thinking, to take thoughts, ideas, and concepts and judge them for yourself and see for yourself and reason out for yourself, which is the philosophical method and the scientific method. In fact, science was originally came from the notion natural philosophy. That's what science is, to judge nature, how things demonstrate themselves via nature, and apply the natural philosophical method, which is now called the scientific method. This is what it is, to take thoughts and concepts and ideas and see for yourself, reason out for yourself, using the philosophical method, and reasoning it out whether or not it applies to you, it applies in reality, if it's actually useful, or if you could be replacing it with something better, if it's demonstrable or non-demonstrable. There is this idea which you've heard of before, and the idea is love thy neighbor. You've heard that before, haven't you? So take that idea and give yourself a thought experiment and see for yourself, why should you love thy neighbor? It's a thought, it's a rule which usually comes from people who believe in extraterrestrial and extra-spiritual entities. And they have some great rules, some rules that apply in any society. Don't steal, don't kill. Fantastic rules. Some rules you really have to take with a table of salt and find out for yourself whether or not it applies. One of which is love thy neighbor. So I want you to ask yourself this and think for yourself, do you actually know your neighbors? And in a more figurative sense, do you actually know the people around you in your community, in your vicinity, in your city, in your surrounding, in your state, in your country, internationally? Do you know the people around you? Do you know your neighbors, essentially? Figuratively, literally, do you actually know your neighbors? And then you think about it, and then you say to yourself, I actually don't know my neighbors that well. I don't know their moral codes and their ethical codes. I don't know if they're perverts. I don't know if they're unethical. I don't know if they're immoral. I don't know if they're pedophiles. I don't know if they've ever killed somebody. I don't know if they're unlawful, if they're a detriment to society. I don't know if they're a detriment to my community. I don't know if they're a detriment to me and my loved ones or my safety. I don't know if this is a person that I could actually respect. So let me find out for myself. And that is what it's called, to reason out for yourself, using the scientific method of finding out what's observable, demonstrable, and true. Demonstrable is a great word, to be able to be demonstrated. And so you recognize these are people, I don't know whether or not I could actually align with these people's ethical codes and moral codes. So what I can do is find out for myself. So here's what I suggest to you to do instead. Instead of loving everyone, which is ethically immoral and morally unethical. To love everyone. To love everyone is to say, I love everyone, even the killers, the murderers, the child rapists. So instead, I want you to do this. I want you to give everyone the same presumed respect and potential disdain. Let me say that again. Give everyone the same presumed respect and potential disdain. To be presumably respectful is to take what you can presume, only the things you can presume about anyone, based on what you've heard, based on what you can observe, and then interact with them and find out for yourself. Now, is this person that lives up to what I thought about them, or are they actually a completely different person? There are a lot of people around you whom you've heard a lot about, you've heard, oh, this so-and-so about this person. Watch out for this person. And then you find out for yourself they're actually great people. And then there are actually other people who you don't know anything about, and you find out they're horrific, terrible people whom you shouldn't be giving any time or attention to. And so you find out for yourself. You give them the same presumed respect and potential disdain instead of loving everyone, which is completely unethical and immoral. I'll suggest to you something better to do this holiday season, whatever it is that you believe. This holiday season, celebrate those people who you do respect, who you do adore, who you do align with ethically and morally, who you do love as a person, who you can love as a person, because you think they're great people. They can have the presumed respect that I give them. And so you actually celebrate them. You celebrate their existence, you appreciate them, you communicate with them, you tell them, you connect with them in ways that are more celebratory than usual. That's something you can do this holiday season, rather than loving everybody and being completely immoral and unethical.